set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off play action. Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Jackson now.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson.
Open man Lamb, it's complete.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Always. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down at 5.
Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And he missed it. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
It's still fighting, and he's going to get this inside the 30. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. These two teams all tied after one. Third and 11. It's some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Dobbins trying the left side.
He gets away from one.
It's a first down and more for Dobbins.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Back to throw, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing on third down, Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Watson looks to throw again.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A shotgun snap for Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Watson.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. A gain of 8 there on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Now a 2nd down and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his left.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He'll buy some time right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. From the 31, Watson.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Second and 9.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Watson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now it's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The return is Duvernay. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
4 yards remain for second down. They'll go again with Dobbins. 124 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return is Duvernay. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Jackson.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Patrick Queen able to get in there and drop him behind the line. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
From the red zone now, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Malik Harrison able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Powers through him, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. And again, it's Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is good. And that's going to tie things up now at 28.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Sliding out of the pocket. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Jackson going to hold on to it again.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there out of the running game.
So this play, you know, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's brought down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson.
Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Ravens have broken the tie. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. The bootleg.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 26-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Jackson.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
On first down, Watson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
From the gun, here's Watson. Rolling to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. Again, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run with Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
First down, Dobbins. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. Finding room inside the 40. A big play there on the keeper. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run here with Dobbins. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Tucker's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ravens drive about to get started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here's Watson.
He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Ravens, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.